Okay. So in the very same way, like this what the while creating this web application, we keep on creating these pages. Developer will create one page, developer two will create another page, developer three will create one another page, developer four will create another page. But the point is where this code will reside. That is the whole point. Okay, this whatever diagram I've drawn, the whole point is where this code will be it will be. So this code, it will be on the central server, okay, where we are creating this web application, and on this server we are actually creating this. We are writing this code. We are depositing the code. So this is how we actually, if you remember, last time I told you. So when we write the code, we build it. Okay, how we build it, we'll see that thing. Okay, so what will happen now? When we write the code, we'll put into the package, into a war file, could be a jar file, or could be an image that we're gonna see. Okay, so after this code, when everyone will write the code, when we'll come to know like, okay, my code is working fine, everything is fine, then they'll package this code and put in some of the container, and then we'll run this IP address, and this is how my web application will work. This is how it is working. So I'll give you a very basic idea how it is working. Okay. So if you see here even in the DevOps as well, you can see here the code. Okay. So plan is already done, the code part. Okay. We are talking about the code part right now. Okay. So code will come and then we'll build it. So that here the build part will come through the Maven that we're gonna see in the later stages. So this is the one which I told you just now. Okay, so this is the whole scenario how it is going to work. Okay, so I'll come here,
Yeah.
GitHub. Okay, now this is the thing which is we, what you have to do here. You have to this one you have to sign up, and you have to do all the necessary things. It's very easy. Okay, I'll just show it to you. Just give you one this thing. Since I already have an account, so I can't create one another. I'll show you just one. Okay, I'll show you this thing. So since I already have this thing, so you have to create it. Okay, the next class probably you please create this thing, and I'll just show you how these things work, and I'll just show you some of the stuffs, how it looks like. Okay, so this is the one, and I'll show you very basic one so that it will be easier for you. The very basic one I'll show you. Second one. Yeah. See, so this is how it looks like. Okay, this is the front, like the front end of the GitHub project. So what is happening? What's happening? Like these are all the branches. We are gonna see it. Okay, in the later stages, you don't get confused. Okay, don't get frightened of what I'm just showing it to you. It's just like all this code will be there. So if you see here, there's styles here, index.html, hobbies.html, context. These are nothing but like see, these are all the things. These things are all okay. These all this code will be code is there. There's nothing but all this is nothing but code is okay. There's nothing but code. The hobbies. This is nothing but the HTML code. The contact part. Uh,
Okay.
all these things. Okay. That these all things nothing but the code. So this is how it works. So when here is not. So when developer one will write the code in their local system, and then when they push the code to the central repository. So this is not when we're talking about a central repository. This is nothing but a central repository only. Okay, this whole thing is central repository. So, okay, so here you'll get the URL part, this code. When you try to do the git clone and do, I'll show you how to use. Okay, I'm just trying. I'm trying to be a little bit. It's combination of little bit technical and little bit basic things. Okay, so don't get frightened. If you have any doubt, please ask me. But don't worry about this git clone and all this. I'll tell you. Okay, so we'll do this git clone and all,
Yeah.
and git clone on our local system so that this code will come. Imagine, see, I'll tell you what. Mm, Imagine you and John are working at this moment at the project, okay? And after some time, probably after 6 months, you guys, there's another guy came to your project, okay? Then how he will come to know what you guys have written, okay? I'm going very basic, okay? I'm going very basic so that you'll understand these things. So after 6 months, there is another guy came, okay? The Ram came, and Ram he's telling, okay, okay, Ziran, I don't know what you have written. So what you gonna do? You'll say, okay, you tell him you just clone this repository. Okay, this is the URL. This is the repository. You will just clone this
Okay.
repository to your local system, and this thing, this whole code will come to your local system.
So
and
they'll be
that
able to see all my codes if I
yes,
share this.
yes. So this is the whole thing. You will they'll come to know like okay, this is what you have written, and based on that you can start your KT or you can start your working together. How the thing you can explain him how what you have worked on, how you have to work on. So this is how it works. Okay, I'm going very basic so so that you will understand. Okay, this part. So
Okay.
this is nothing but the front end. Okay, it's called like projects. Here is the projects and all. Okay, your task is like in the next class probably before that you just create this one second, you just create this hmm, you create this you go and sign in. Okay, sorry, sign up. I because I already have an account, so that's the reason I signed up. You have to
Sure, I'll
sign
do
up,
that.
okay, you sign up. Okay, uh, since you already have this thing, okay, so you enter your email ID and you start go with it. I'll just show you a little bit. You can go, it's very simple. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, don't you don't have
Sure.
to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just show you one. I think I don't know if I still have. Okay, it's already taken. One second then which one? Uh, Right, one you have taken. Okay. One second, not yours. Dot cloud 0.010. Let me see. Hmm. Okay. So okay. I'm doing root. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Okay.
Password is too short.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay. Any cloud 0. Okay. Let's go. So these all the things will be there. Okay. So you have to go through the verify part and all the things. Okay. So it'll be easy. Okay. I just try to show it to
Okay.
you like how the things is going to be. So just I was trying to do that. I thought I'll come to that, but I don't know the password of that the sunny.cloud because anyways for the authentication part again I have to go to that mail and again because the problem is like I don't know the password. That is it. Anyway. So this is how it is. Okay. So this is all your task for you. Okay. Just create
Okay.
these things. Okay. And I'll show you some of the stuff. And what else? What else? What else? Okay, I'll show you what some of this thing, DCS and VCS. Okay, so this get part, we call it like VCS, VCS mm, uh, types of types of VCS. I have the notes. Okay, don't worry. You just over when.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. Okay, this is the one. This is what I was talking about. So this is the all. So I have the notes. I'm just giving the kind of overview how it is. Okay, so it's nothing but version control system. Version control system. So version, why it is version? See, dev 1 is working. Okay, he might have given the code 1.0. Dev 2 might have written the code. Okay, she might have done that to 1.1. Now this guys came. Okay, the dev 3 he might have worked on like came on 1.3. Then again this guy came or probably she might written 2.0. So this is nothing but like keeps on adding. You're getting. So this web page one, it's on keep on adding. They keep on adding this customization Here also dev2 is also doing the same thing, dev3 is also doing, dev4 is also doing the same thing. So it keeps on adding to their application. So they keep on adding, they keep on collaborating with the different from the different scenario and customizing the code. That's how it keeps on coming. Because the thing is, imagine if they'll not give the, will not, the version will be not there. If they'll, okay, tomorrow if there'll be some issues, if there'll be some error, then how we come to know like who has written the code, how to track the thing, like okay, who has written the code. So because dev one only, this is the guy only who knows, no, like they have written the code, okay, fine, dev 2 also can rectify the code, but the problem is dev 1 is the only guy at this moment, he's the right guy. So that's how in the real time industry also, this is how the pattern follows. Okay, they keep, the developer keep on adding the code, and they keep on adding the version part, which we're gonna see how we do it through the Git part. Okay, this is the one. Coming to this part, the type of VCS. There is no one local version system, central version system, and distributed version system. Now there comes the interview question. The interview question is, what is the difference between central version control system and the distributed version control system? Now our guy is distributed version control system. Now when you're talking about the distributed version control system, that means it, we are talking about Git here. So what is the thing? Okay, I'll tell you. Now what's happening now? I'll here. Okay. This is good diagram. See, now this is the central version control system. Okay, now this is workstation one, the one which I told you, developer one, developer two, developer three. Now what's happening? They got the code. They got their code from the central repository, that server, to their local system. The developer two has done the same thing. The developer three, she has also done the same thing. But now the problem is, if if the server goes down, okay, if the server goes down, your server, you won't be able to push their code, you won't be able to fetch the code. Okay, that is a big problem if the server goes down. Okay, now what's happening with the distributed version system? When you actually pull the code, this, then something called like, repository, that is the local repository, the code will always be there, even you don't have the internet, still you can actually work on this repository and your local system. So you can push the code, you can definitely, you can't, if the net is not there, definitely you can't put into the remote repository, but at least that will be on the local repository. Okay, that local repository, nothing but on your local system only. Okay, so this is the one. But here you don't
Yeah.
have this facility. Here you don't have the facility, that local part. Here you don't get it, that local repository concept. So that's the only, that's the big issue. Like if the internet goes down, or server goes down, so that means your work will stop. So that's not a good scenario, or it's not a good practice. Okay, so that's what. So that's,
Yeah.
and this was one of the interview question as well. Like they asked like what is the difference between CVS and the DVS, and what is the type of DVS. So when you talk about the DVS and also Git comes to this thing, and when we talk about the central, there's the one thing which even I worked on, that is SVN. It's long back. Okay, the SVN, but now the Git is the latest one, and it's the very smart. Okay, so you can actually put the code in their local repository, and even if the net goes, you can actually still, you can still work. Okay, that is the thing. And coming to the your Git architecture. Hmm. Okay, so this is your working directory. Okay, when you push the code, it goes through the staging area and it's the Git repository. Okay, when you actually pull the code, so then you'll get the code from the remote repository to your local system. It might be written in the working directory. Working directory is nothing but
First
your,
person.
it's nothing but your your system, your workstation. Okay, you're talking about. And when you actually, okay, this one we'll talk about probably in the next class, the stage and commit and all. I'll talk about that later. But here you just understand, because this Git architecture is very important. They'll ask this question like, what are the stages in Git architecture? So you have to just explain them like, there are three stages: the working directory, probably I think four actually. I guess here they have given only three. I think actually there are four. I'll tell you. Here also is a four. I'll show you this. This is better. Huh. This okay. So yeah, that's what the local repository was missing here. That's why I think, it's coming. Okay, fine. This is better. So here, so this up to here, it is in your control. That is the remote repository which I was talking about. Remote repository is nothing but I'm talking about Git. Okay, Adhika. Huh. So
Okay.
workspace. So workspace, your workstation where you are actually working on. Okay, you actually when you write the code, that's nothing but your workspace or workstation or your local system. When you put when you write some code and then you try to add this thing, so you do git add and then file name and then it moves to the staging area. Okay, from there on you will commit the code, then it moves into the local repository. When and you try to again next stage comes that git push, it moves into the remote repository. That means how after writing some command from your local system to your laptop, it goes to the remote repository after writing some of the steps. So that's how the remote repository, how that's how the remote repository here, that at the GitHub, it will come that your file will come. Okay. And yeah, this thing.
Okay.
Okay. And that's how I think I'll not go too fast or it go through your head. So this for today, it's enough. Okay. Just understand this concept. Okay. Workspace, staging, local repository, and remote repository. These four are very important. And when you write the code, it be on their workspace. Workspace, nothing but your workstation. I'm talking about your laptop. I'm talking in a very plain English. Workspace, nothing but your laptop. Okay. When you put the code, when you write some code, and then you try because you will write the code in some file only, right? It'll be some file. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the developer one, developer two. What is the code is there? So you just push the code. It'll move into the when you add it. The moment you write git add that file name, it'll move go into the staging area. After that, when you commit it, so that goes into the local repository. When you do the git push, it goes to the remote repository. And when I'm talking about remote repository, I'm talking about a GitHub. So this is how it is. Okay. So I
Yeah.
think this this is done for today. Half an hour is over. So tell me if you have any doubt, please tell me, or else we can wrap it up.
Yeah,
I hope
that's
I hope
okay.
I'm not going fast. Huh? I think I
No, no, not
did I
going fast, huh? Not
yeah,
going
fine,
fast.
fine, fine. So this is the run for the day, and please create your GitHub account, okay? And
I'll
if you
do that. I'll do that.
okay, if you face any issue, please put in the group and do let me know what are the issues with that. Okay.
Definitely, Ashad bhai. Sure, I'll do that. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, Ramesh. Allah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Allah Hafiz.
Allah.